There are books that are not just books. They are whispers from a forgotten time. They hold stories that are too strange, too grand for the pages they are written on. The Book of Enoch is one of these. It is a text full of fallen angels, giant monsters, and divine secrets. It is a story that feels like it was found in a dusty, locked room. On the other side, we have Gothic films. These are not just movies. They are dreams, or perhaps nightmares, filled with shadows, ancient castles, and a beautiful sadness. They explore the darkness that lives inside all of us, the monsters we hide, and the beauty we find in decay. What happens when these two worlds meet? You get something truly special. The ancient, forbidden knowledge of Enoch breathes life into the shadows of Gothic cinema. The stories of angels who fell from grace because of love or pride are perfect for this style. They are tragic, they are epic, and they are terrifying. This essay is a journey into that darkness. We will explore how the mysterious tales from an old book can create the most haunting and beautiful monsters you have ever seen on a screen. We will look at how the stories of heaven's rebels become the blueprint for modern movie monsters. We start with the book itself. Why is it so appealing? Because it is a mystery. The Book of Enoch is not in every Bible. It is an outsider, a rebel text. This makes it even more interesting for storytellers. It is like a secret history of the world, a version of events that was deemed too dangerous to share with everyone. It tells of the Watchers, angels sent to look after humanity, who instead fell in love with human women. Their children were the Nephilim, giants who roamed the earth. This is not just a simple tale, it is a grand cosmic tragedy. Then we turn to the screen. Gothic films love this kind of story. They are all about secrets, forbidden love, and the consequences of breaking the rules. Think of the dark, sprawling castles, the thunder and lightning, the hero or heroine who discovers a terrible truth. The mood is everything. It is a world where beauty and horror are intertwined, where monsters can be sympathetic and where heroes are often flawed. The darkness is not just an absence of light, it is a character in itself, full of secrets and ancient sorrows. This is the perfect stage for Enoch's angels. The Book of Enoch is a fascinating puzzle. It is an ancient Jewish text written centuries before Christ. It claims to be the words of Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, a man who walked with God and was taken to heaven without ever dying. The book is filled with visions of heaven, of angels, and of the future, but its most famous part is the story of the Watchers. These were 200 angels, led by figures like Azazel and Semjaza, who descended to earth. They were supposed to be guardians, but they became corrupted by the beauty of mortal women and abandoned their sacred duty. This act of rebellion had terrible consequences. The angels taught humanity forbidden arts, magic, the making of weapons, cosmetics, and astrology. They shared secrets that humans were not ready for. Their children, the Nephilim, were powerful giants who consumed everything. They drank the blood of men and turned the world into a place of chaos and violence. The Book of Enoch paints a vivid picture of this apocalypse, a world drowning in the sins of both angels and men. It is a story of cosmic horror, where the very guardians of humanity become its greatest threat, a story of love turned to corruption. This is why the book is so perfect for dark storytelling. It's not just about good versus evil, it is about beings who were once good, who were once perfect, but who fell. The fallen angels of Enoch are not simple demons, they are complex characters. They made a choice. They chose love or lust or knowledge over obedience, and their fall is a profound tragedy. They are relatable in their flaws. Azazel, who taught men to forge swords and women to adorn themselves, is a bringer of both technology and vanity. He is a creator and a corrupter at the same time, making him a fascinating figure for any story. The mystery surrounding the Book of Enoch adds to its power. Because it was excluded from the official canon of most religions, it feels like a forbidden text, a piece of hidden truth. For a filmmaker, this is a gift. It allows us to ask, what if this were true? It provides a mythology that is both familiar and strange. We know about angels, but the angels of Enoch are different. They are more passionate, more flawed, and ultimately more human in their desires. Their story is a powerful foundation for any tale about the darkness that can arise from the most beautiful of intentions. Gothic cinema is a world built from shadows and secrets. It is a style, a mood. Imagine a crumbling mansion on a lonely hill, with ivy crawling up its stone walls. Rain is always streaking the windows, and inside, long corridors are filled with dust and forgotten memories. This is the heart of the Gothic aesthetic. It is about atmosphere. The setting is not just a backdrop, it is a living character breathing with history and sorrow. The darkness in these films is not just for scares, it is a canvas where emotions like fear, love, and loneliness are painted in deep, rich colors. The mood is heavy, melancholic, and beautiful. The characters in these films are often isolated and haunted. They might be haunted by a ghost, a family curse, or their own past. They are trapped, either in a physical place like a castle, or in their own minds. Think of a character who uncovers a dark secret about their ancestors. This discovery changes them. They are often caught between two worlds, the normal everyday world and a supernatural world of monsters and magic. The Gothic monster is rarely just a mindless beast. It is often a tragic figure, a creature like Frankenstein's monster who suffers and feels pain. We fear them, but we also feel sorry for them. The stories of the Watchers from the Book of Enoch fit into this world perfectly. The fallen angels are the ultimate Gothic figures. They are beautiful but damned. They were once beings of pure light, but they chose to live in the shadows of the human world. Their story is one of forbidden love, a classic Gothic theme. Like a vampire who longs for a mortal life, the Watchers longed for human connection, and it led to their ruin. Their story has that sense of grand tragedy, of a beauty that has been corrupted. They are the perfect ancestors for the romantic, brooding monsters of Gothic film. This is why films with these themes often have a distinct visual style. They use darkness and light in a dramatic way, a technique called chiaroscuro. Shadows are long and deep, hiding things just out of sight. The colors are often muted with sudden flashes of vibrant red for blood or for love. The camera will move slowly, exploring the architecture of a place, making the audience feel like they are walking through these haunted halls themselves. Every element, from the costumes to the music, works together to create a world that feels both fantastical and emotionally real, a place where an ancient angel could fall in love. So why do we keep coming back to these old stories? Why do filmmakers like me look into the dusty corners of history, into books like Enoch, to find our monsters? I believe it is because these ancient tales hold a power that new stories often lack. They feel real. They are connected to the deepest roots of our culture, our religions, and our fears. A monster invented yesterday is just a monster. But a monster that is whispered about in a 2,000-year-old text, that monster has a history. It feels like it could be real, like it could be waiting in the shadows of our own world. Films like Constantine or Legion, or even the television series Supernatural, borrow heavily from this lore. They give us angels who are not just gentle guardians with harps. They give us warriors, rebels, and tragic figures with broken wings. They take the angels from Enoch's pages, Azazel, Semjaza, and put them on our screens as complex villains or fallen heroes. They understand that a fallen angel is more interesting than a simple demon. The angel remembers heaven. It remembers what it lost. This makes its darkness more profound, its sorrow more relatable. The Gothic style is the only way to truly capture this beautiful sadness. These stories also allow us to explore big questions. They are not just about scares, they are about free will, about the nature of good and evil, about the price of knowledge. When a watcher teaches humanity to make swords, is that a gift or a curse? It is both. These stories do not give easy answers, they make us think. They show us that the line between a monster and a hero, between a god and a demon, can be very thin. They reflect our own struggles, our own temptations, and our own capacity for both great good and terrible evil. We see ourselves in these fallen angels. Ultimately, these tales endure because they are fundamentally human. Yes, they are about angels and giants, but at their core, they are about love, rebellion, and consequence. They are about choosing a path and living with that choice forever. The Book of Enoch provides a mythology that is epic and personal at the same time. The Gothic style gives it the perfect home, a world of shadows where its beauty and its horror can dance together. As long as we are human, as long as we are flawed and dream of flying, we will continue to be fascinated by the story of those who fell from the sky.